So thank you so much for joining us this morning, or joining me this morning. My name is Luisa Lewis, and I am a member of the Senior Outreach Team for Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts. And my role is purely educational. I go to the different senior centers, I go to the libraries, I also do the webinars for Blue Cross. Usually they have it on a Monday or a Thursday, and I'm also going to different hotels. A couple of weeks I'll be at the Beechwood Inn, that's the closest hotel to this area. So with that, this morning's presentation, we are going to be talking about a very important topic that is trying to decide whether or not you have the best plan given your specific circumstances. We get a lot of people that ask us, well, what do you recommend? Should I be on a supplement plan? Should I be on a Medicare Advantage plan? This plan or this presentation really helps you determine whether or not you have the best plan. As we're getting closer to October, although I'm not wishing it away, but it's time to start thinking about your plan, your decisions, and whether or not you should stay or make a change. So this presentation should be able to give you a bit of that foundation and knowledge. And with that, we are going to be looking at an agenda. The agenda is going to talk about, first of all, for many of you, original Medicare information is very familiar. You've been on Medicare, you're very familiar with it, but we do a little refresher. We talk about a comparison chart when we're looking whether or not Advantage or Supplement is the right choice for you. We talk about a case study. In a case study, we track all a person's access to care in two different plans and see where they fare the best. We also, when you're making those decisions, we give you a list of things to consider, again, to think about whether or not you are in the right plan. The presentation isn't that long. It's about 40 minutes or so. So we'll also take the time to answer questions. I do every few slides ask questions to make sure everybody's with me. So again, very high level, we start with original Medicare. As you know, original Medicare gives you only 80% coverage. So I know you've been exposed to that. And that means that for you, in order to be getting the best care and the least financial exposure, is by adding plans. Two ways you can do that. There are two paths, we call them, and Medicare supplements is a way to add additional coverage. Blue Cross's Medicare supplement plans would always have the name of Medics. So if you have that in your card, that means you are enrolled on a supplement plan. Another thing for you always to remember is that if you are enrolling on a supplement plan, you also have to purchase a separate prescription plan. Original Medicare doesn't cover your prescription, supplements don't cover your prescription. So when we're looking at the side on the left, that means that technically speaking, you end up with three cards in your wallet. You have your original Medicare card, you have your supplement card, and you have your prescription plan. So it is the most expensive of the three because you're paying three different premiums. But the plan offers you the most predictability when it comes to your budget. You'll know exactly what the plan costs, you'll know exactly what the plan will cover, so you don't have any surprises. So you pay upfront for the plan, but you already know when you go to the doctor, depending on the plan, it may be just a slight deductible, it may be nothing at all. But that's something that you need to decide whether or not it makes sense for you to pay those three premiums if it gives you that peace of mind and if it covers you the way you want to. So that's one way. The other way would be looking at Medicare Advantage plans. As we know, there are a lot of Medicare Advantage plans out there. Many companies offer you a zero premium plan. And that means that you only have to worry about paying the Medicare Part B premium. Medicare Advantage plan traditionally, not all of them, but traditionally they do include prescription coverage and they add other benefits that you wouldn't get on a supplement plan. So those are your options. And you can go paying upfront for the premium, knowing your coverage and knowing the little exposure you may have, or you can pick a Medicare Advantage plan that has a zero premium, but you always know that when you go to the doctor, you're paying a copay. When you have a test, you're paying a copay. When you go to the hospital, you're paying a copay. So you're paying it as you use the plan. So those are basically, in a nutshell, the concepts of the two options you have. And I talked to a couple of people, and they here, and I don't know if that's for everybody here. It's a couple of that have the supplement plan. Is everybody on a supplement plan here, or are you on an Advantage plan? Advantage. Okay. Okay. So I think we have like half and half. Okay. So very, very high level. So you know, original Medicare, two parts. Part A, which covers inpatient hospitalization, it covers a skilled nursing facility, and Part A is usually premium free for most people. Part B covers doctor care and outpatient care, and there is a cost for Part B, and is for most people for 2025 is $185. Now you also have to, in some plans, pay the Part B deductible, depending and that would be the $257. So those are the things you kind of need to know pretty much on the surface, because having and seeing you here, there is a plan that you already are a member of, so you may not have all of those expenses, but just wanted to bring it up in case that was not you. So knowing this and knowing that you are going to be already on a plan, we start looking at those option plans. So we have the supplement plans, okay? They also known as Medigap plans. So those two words are used interchangeably, and they mean the same thing. They are going to pay the Medicare's deductibles and co-insurance on your behalf. The premium for the Medigap plans range from $120 to over $260, and that would be monthly per person. When you have a supplement plan, what it means is that Medicare remains your primary carrier. And that's why when you go to the doctor and you have a supplement plan, you're showing your original Medicare card, you're showing the supplement card, Medicare pays first.